So yesterday we obviously made the post regarding Adnan and his comments regarding Hitler, and those comments and stuff in particular definitely was not something that people enjoyed to see. In fact, we can see them right here on Reddit where it says, "I'm sorry to say this, but Hitler knew what and why he was doing. He knew they were bad." And of course, when it came to Adnan in particular, he decides to respond by saying he left the left over to showing us why he did it to them, which of course is something that was never funny, never will be funny, and it's something that is now causing absolute uproar in the 90-day world. Now, the video that I made yesterday obviously has that information, so please do go watch it. In this one here, we're going to read the reactions from the people on Reddit to see exactly how they've been made to feel about this comment that was made by Adam himself in particular. And trust me when I tell you, folks, when I say an uproar happened, an uproar freaking happened. Now, with that being said, let's dive in and see exactly what people have been saying here. So, bro, what the actual F is he thinking posting this? There is no way he survives this one. Production gonna have to have his his head on a stick. And of course, I did say in the video yesterday that a removal of Tigerlily and Adnan must be a must. There should be no excuses, no nothing that gets them, in a position where they will still continue being aired on this current season of Happily Ever After. Because really and truly, that will never be a good look for them in any shape or form, and that being TLC/Sharp Entertainment. Now, you gotta love when the trash takes itself out, and really and truly, this is something that we are hoping and we are wanting to happen. Yay! Finally, we never may have to see this abusive ass ever again. And let's not forget, when it comes to the claims of him being abusive, the reason why people say this is because of the way he has treated Tigerlily throughout their relationship. But at the same time, people have also started to not feel sorry for her because she allows this behavior to be around her. And also on top of that, this is a woman that decided to have a child with this man and also decided to allow this man to meet her kids from her previous marriage as well. And you really think that somebody being a mother and somebody having a past she claims she have in terms of the fact that she was with a man before that was controlling, you would think that she'd have the decency to not want to bring this man into her life, let alone anywhere near her kids. But let's continue. Bet he survived this. We're talking TLC. And this is a massive problem. The fact that people have no faith in TLC to remove Adnan. To be fair, am I surprised? No, because we have seen them keep people in the past that should have been removed. Angela Deem famously being one of those people. For years upon years, we saw her physically abuse Michael, of course, when it came to vandalizing his car and pretty much stuck in his face and also saying things that shouldn't be coming out of anyone's mouth. And then also on top of that, we have seen other people like... My apologies, that wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah. And then also we've seen people like Big Ed also be on the show recurring, even though we've seen the way he is around younger females. But, I'll let you look into that one yourself, okay, folks? And, it's becoming quite frustrating that they pick and choose who they remove and who they don't. Obviously, we had Justin, aka Igor, who was on the show with Nikki, who somebody clearly had posts of him I believe it was black. I don't know if it was blackface or some sort of racial slurs that he obviously done at some point when he around Halloween or something like that. But with him, they didn't remove him. They kept him on the show. Elena, another one, a woman that they did remove for all racist past. So it is quite interesting to see that they are picky about who they keep and who they get rid of. And it is quite, annoying. Now, with that being said, we continue on the next one itself in particular here, where this person says, he's saying some people were spared to show us that the rest were killed. What the actual F? And to be honest with you, I don't know what he's actually trying to say, but at the same time, I don't care what he's actually trying to say, because the grand scheme of it is that he should never be saying anything that he has said. You see what I'm saying? And the fact that he thought that deleting this post was going to save him is ridiculous, because trust me when I tell you, people caught it quickly, and that's why it is now here on Reddit, and we're obviously having this conversation regarding his behavior and his involvement in the situation, which is absolutely grotesque. Now, with that being said, let's talk about his wife. His wife must be so proud. And now, talking on that itself in particular, Tigerlily did come out with a post itself in particular, which is something that we will get into in a further video. Now, with that being said, this person puts in exactly what Tigerlily would say in her extremely obnoxious voice, baby voice, shall I say. He's my husband. I support him in everything. Like, why would I not? And trust me when I tell you, folks, I'm in no mood to even try and read that in a slow way or try to mock her, because this whole situation is nothing but utterly disgusting. See, she didn't see any of these warning red flags. In my opinion, not red flags, deal breakers. that we all saw from day one. Now, she has to be complicit in anything. And I absolutely 1,000% agree. It has to be the way. Now, of course, it continues by saying the way you type this sound like her spineless ass. And the fact that people, and this is what I mean, people no longer have any care for this woman. Nobody even feels sorry for her no more because the way she has continued to conduct herself in this whole situation. And honestly, it's nothing but embarrassing from Tigerlily herself in particular. You know, and it's just ridiculous. Surely that's a remove from the show. That's effing wild. They need to be cancelled from any account or future 90-day interactions immediately. Exactly, I absolutely agree. Now, of course, this is the reply that was given by Marty, something that we did speak about in yesterday's post as well. And obviously, as you can see, Marty came out saying justifying what Hitler did shows how rotten someone's soul can be. It can, if you think a person shouldn't be alive because of their race, religion, nationality, etc., shows you're a disgusting creature. I can't even call you human. And let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is. And that is exactly what this emoji says. Disgusting. Green freaking. But with that being said, though, what it really comes down to is, of course, your thoughts, your opinions on itself. Your thoughts and opinions on the matter itself. Should they be removed? Or should they still be a part of the 90-day world moving forward? If you ask me personally, they should be removed effective immediately. In fact, they should be removed as of yesterday. That's the bottom line. So I guess when it comes to this week's episode that's coming up, or the next episode that's coming up of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, if we happen to see these two on that one, that's not going to be good now, don't get me wrong. If the show has already been edited, which obviously it has been, and it is too last minute to remove them off of the most current episode coming up, you know what? Maybe we can allow this episode to slide if we see them on it, because obviously I don't know the ins and outs of how quick it is to remove, how quick it is to, or I know how quick it is to remove a segment and obviously replace it, but I don't know how quick it is to remove it from a program. So obviously I don't know if it's already been uploaded to be airing, of course, which technically would be the case. So if that's the case, then it takes a bit of time to remove it from its airing schedule to then replace it. If it's a thing where it can't be done like that, okay, cool. Maybe this week we can allow it. But as of the following weeks, if we see them again, that should not be a case. That is something that we should definitely cause an uproar about in some format. How? I don't have a clue, because TLC doesn't really seem to listen to his viewers anyway. Let's just call it what it is, which is quite frustrating and sad. Super validating for why I hate him so much, so intensely. F this bald-headed POS. Hope he gets everything he deserves. Misery upon misery. Adnan. Oh boy, that one right there. That one right there. Ooh-wee. Yeah, that's something else in particular. And to be fair, let's just highlight this comment here before we go. Obviously, this is the email, I believe, obviously addressed to Shop Entertainment. And I guess this person saying everybody should send an email to them and letting them know that, hey, you need to do something about this fool right now. Tigerlily won't leave him for turning her into a Muslim woman, but she will leave him for getting them kicked off the show. You never know, though. You never know. That may happen. But to be honest, I don't think it will. I don't think it will. I think she's too much of an idiot, to be honest with you. Brain cells don't exist in her brain. Just don't exist. She's a very, I'll keep it like that so I don't say anything else that doesn't need to be said, if you do get what I'm saying. But nonetheless, though, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and we can mostly talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.